Hi, this is Deborah Atkinson, the author of You Still Got It Girl, the After 50 Fitness Formula for Women. And a lot of the reasons we start an exercise program or we think about going on a diet or changing our diet at the very least is because we want to look better. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we also want to think, wow, we want to look better right now in this instance. Part of the reason we got to that point today is because maybe 10 years ago or more, we weren't paying attention to what we were doing. And declines in our muscle mass, our bone density, and the thickness of our skin have all changed the way we wrinkle, the way we store our body fat, and potentially our risk for fracture as we age even further. So it's really important to think about, yes, I want to look good right now. I want to feel great right now, but what else am I doing and how can I contribute to looking good and feeling great in 10 years and in 20? Because that's not going to go away. At least for me, I'm hoping that's true. There are a couple vocabulary words that you need to know. Sarcopenia is one, and that is what seems to be but is not an inevitable loss of lean muscle mass with age. So if you lose your lean muscle tissue, then typically, even if nothing else changes, you have an increase of body fat. That's not good, not for looking good and feeling great, right? But another word we hear less about is dynapenia, and that's really the loss of strength. Sarcopenia doesn't necessarily talk about the lack of strength with the lack of muscle mass, but dynapenia is losing strength, even if you don't lose muscle mass. And here's how it happens. We break down our muscles, and over time, the more we age, the more we've been exposed to the environment and had free radicals and oxidation occurring, and we've got that breakdown. A couple of things that we now know can help: taking fish oils on a regular basis. So if you're an adult woman, 50 or over, and you're not taking fish oil, start on a daily basis. Even if you do eat fatty fishes at least 3 times a week, and that you should also do. But what that does is helps you, those omega-3s from fish sources. In particular, there are a couple types of the omega-3s in fish that are not in plant sources. So plant sources are good, but if you do eat animals, try to get the animal source. We want to decrease inflammation, and we can decrease some of that natural breakdown that happens over time. So even if you are diligent and you are exercising and trying to maintain the fountain of youth through that, and you're eating good food, you want to just dial it up a little bit further and make sure in the good food I'm eating, do I have all the omega-3s that I need to avoid breakdown. So sarcopenia, reducing lean muscle mass with age, isn't inevitable. You can hold on to it as long as you're doing the right things. The loss of strength that eventually results in you not being able to do the things you want to do. Small things and big things. And that, if you lose either one of those, lead to bigger risks of fractures if you have low bone density, which we know as osteoporosis. Osteopenia is the 4th vocabulary word and the last one today. That's just the gap between you being optimal and where you want to be and the point where no one has said osteoporosis yet in terms of diagnosis, because it's not quite that bad, but you're not going in the right direction. So you want to make sure you're lifting some heavy weights, both to maintain the muscle and to maintain the bone, and eat appropriately and take supplements when needed.